Hey y'all, and welcome to the beginning of craft season at the Busy Bug Homestead. So we are going to be doing a lot of Christmas crafts. Christmas is pretty big for me. I'm a pretty big fan of all things Christmas and Yule Tide and all things magical. We'll go with that. So today I'm going to be working on this craft here. I'll put a picture here. We are going to be making a centerpiece. It's going to be the very beginning of a long season of crafting. I am currently working on switching out all of my red decorations to a navy blue. I painted almost my entire downstairs a light vibrant blue, so I don't want the red to clash with the blue. I don't really care much for how they look together in that color, in the shades that I had. So I'm changing out all of my red to blue. So I'm taking some stuff that I had that was red that I can't change, and I'm transferring it to somebody else. I'm gifting it to somebody else who will use it. So today I'm going to be showing you how I make this centerpiece for a dining table. So let's get into it. Okay, so to start this box, we are going to need a flat piece of wood, the size, the length that you want it, some craft boards cut in 2 different sizes. These are going to be the long size and the short sides. Wood glue, and then some kind of nails and some way to get the nails into the boards. I am using the Ryobi Airstrike, so I also have some extra nails, and I'm going to put it together. Okay, so I realized as I was editing that a lot of this that was already finished, I didn't have video footage for because I messed up and hit the wrong button, and it's a whole thing. So I'm going to explain what's going on because I'm about to take everything out and redo it anyway. I added a piece in the center that was a normal 1x3 piece that I had, and I took my drill and I made 3 holes in it to hold the candles, and then I did nail that into the box, and on either side of that I placed insulation foam, but you don't have to use insulation foam. I just happen to have that because we use it for a lot of crafting around here. So you can use floral foam, styrofoam, pretty much anything you have on hand just to hold the picks in place. But I had insulation foam, so I cut 2 pieces to fit between that wood block. And I did nail that wood block in because this is meant to be a centerpiece, and I meant it to be able to change out the candles. So, but you don't, if you wanted to put that in and maybe not have it in all the time, also, you know, perfectly fine. The insulation foam would hold it in place. I mean, you're not flipping the thing over, so it should be just fine. And then on the bottom of it, after I did all that to hide the nails and make the nails not scratch the table, because I did use a regular trim nail, I just put those little slippy foam pads so that it wouldn't scratch the table. Okay, back to the build. I'm just going to line all of this down here. Give me a little bulk of green. If it decides not to cooperate, I will pop some hot glue in there because that'll be easily pop out. Okay. All right, so there's my base. I got the greenery. I've got a couple other little fancy sprigs going on here. I think I'm gonna pop some of these branches in here in random directions. And you could do this with real stuff. You could do this with real pine or spruce, or I am probably going to do one with some real spruce because I have massive spruces out in front of my house, which you might have seen if you watched my video for the fall display, because they're in the background of a lot of my videos. And when we trim them up, I get a lot of extra branches, which normally go to the compost pile, but for the holidays, I'm thinking about doing a display for my front yard. Possibly something very similar to this with all natural to put on my patio table. But we're outside a lot more actually in winter than we are in the summer months. I have a dog who is quite the fan of snow, and so are my kids. And this one, I don't ordinarily use stuff that's this plasticky looking, but I'm gonna fit it right in there because it's what I have to work with. I also buy a lot of these little guys in different colors. They always have, for every season they have them in the floral section, and I have them in a bunch of colors. They're normally $1, I want to say $1 or $1.99 for the pick, and they come in a little bundle. And when they have the half offs and stuff, I mean, you can't really top that for having little bits of floral that can go in wreaths or centerpieces. I have a couple of these little pine cones right in here. Try not to put anything near that candle because that candle doesn't want to stand. I think I'm going to keep it very natural. I'm going to keep out a lot of these kinds of things. We're just going to go for a very natural. Twigs and the greens, the berries. flowers in there. This is also a fun thing if you want to get the kids involved and you give them a bunch of just little bits of tree. Let them go to town and see what they come up with. You know, obviously you do the clipping for them. Don't let them have the clippers because a lot of this wire can't be snipped with scissors or play scissors. Heavier weight right here. Alright, and I think I'm going to take a little bit of my burlap and kind of just tuck it and give it a more rustic charm. I love adding burlap everywhere, because almost all trees at one point could probably come in burlap, wrapped in burlap, so it's kind of a natural thing to have around if you're buying like a large spruce or something. I wrap my Christmas tree bottom in it so it looks like it came straight from the farm. And it's just a nice, I think it's a nice additive. I like having it around personally. Spin this so I get a view of the other side. Try and make them as equally weighted as possible. I'm just trying to tuck it in so that it looks like there's a little bit of kind of fabric at the bottom of my box. All right. And I think I'm going to take just a couple of little bits of this guy here, just a few to tuck in here and there. And that'll be that for this project. Add a little bit of little extra special something in there. It's not so dark green. And I'm just popping them off, just clipping them right at the base so I can tuck them, kind of just tuck them around in the greenery. Go for one more and that'll be that. Like, get it off there. There we go. Put one down on this side and we'll call this project complete. All right, so there we have it. There is our completed display box. If you're interested in more Christmas content from the Busy Bug Homestead, just subscribe, keep watching, because I will have plenty. So thank you for joining me today, and I hope you enjoyed the project, and we'll see you next time. Bye.